escapism, towards a kind of transcendental releasement from the bodily realm, where we are succumbing to what I've called the allure of abyssal oneness,
Hmm.
the draw back to the womb, the lure of self-infantilization, the lure of getting lost in fantasy, or drug addiction
I
for
also
that
think about
matter.
like hyper individualism and you know, like technology.
Extrication from the world. That's
Yeah.
that's really what the Luciferic wants. And yeah, hyper individualism can factor into that, because the Ahrimanic does the opposite. The Ahrimanic is very like that. It's weird though, because it's paradoxical. The Luciferic can manifest in this highly hedonic, egoic, individualistic kind of way, but its actual attractor, when all said and done, is the dissolution of all difference into oneness. The
Yeah.
Ahrimanic, on the other hand, it tries to. The Ahrimanic does not like individualism. It does not like that at all. It's very disciplinary. It wants to turn us all into little machines in our little cubicles. That's kind of the Ahrimanic modus operandi, because that's Saturn, right? That's the Ahrimanic mode of the Jovian and the Martian. It's the war machine. It's the industrial complex. It's capitalism and all that. So, but those two things, of course, go hand in hand. Right now, I think what's going on is that the Ahrimanic has kind of reached a point where it's done the work to lay the conditions for the bodily manifestation of the Luciferic. And so the body of Ahriman, then, we could say, is the electrified military industrial capitalistic Earth that is being created by Ahriman. But within that, you're also getting the gestation of the virtual womb, which will be the body of Lucifer, and that in particular is going to be some kind of virtual reality metaverse thing, where we become like some kind of pod people, and we're getting there real quick.
Do you
So
know if, yeah, I think beautifully said, and I'm totally with that personally. Um, do you know if Steiner said anything about like a negative synthesis of the two evils, like similar to how Griffin talks about like the artifacts or the Ouroboros, the Leviathan, because like that's kind of how I'm thinking about this, is like a negative synthesis, whereas you can also have almost like a positive harmony synthesis, like you know.
yeah, I mean, well, I don't know if Steiner ever said this, but I would just call that the Antichrist.
Yeah,
um,
that's generally how I think about it as well. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Fascinating.